Well, hello and happy holidays, everybody. Welcome to Echevarria Travel and Carnival Cruise Lines holiday event. I am so excited to share with you all the great things going on with the holidays, especially Carnival Cruise Lines, one of our favorite cruise lines, and the brand new celebration, talking about celebrations. And before we get started, we got a couple of people on the call. I'd like to find out what you love doing for the holidays. So we got two Angies here. No, we got one, Regina. Let us know what you like doing for the holidays.
Decorating for Christmas. You can see my tree back there.
I certainly can.
That's right now the first of 3 trees that I have up. So I love walking through the house with all the lights on, the Christmas lights, that is, and being with my family and cooking.
Oh, yes.
I love language, so I cook for my family and make sure everybody has their favorite dish.
Good, good, good. And Angie, I know you're typical Italian, so what are you doing special for the holidays?
Well, Cheryl, as you know, life has changed a little bit, and I'm still trying to figure that one out. So it'll probably be the traditional family with my brother and my mom.
Any special dishes you like to make or any traditions you'd like to share?
Oh, I love it all. There's the Christmas Eve, the Italian seafood platters, the cookies.
The 7 fishes, night of the 7 fishes.
I want to be a part of your Italian family.
Okay.
Now, Katy, right
I
before
want to be
we
a part of your cruise family.
Oh, you're already part of it. I love that.
So Katy, you were talking about this great thing you get at Trader Joe's with a little polar bear.
Yes, I will reshare this. So, and hi everyone, I'm Katy Rose Friedman with Carnival Cruise Line, and thank you for joining us. I don't know if you saw too, I changed my background. It said Travel Agents Rock because we at Carnival believe that travel advisors rock, and we want to make sure that you are staying till the very end to learn about booking specials. But now I've got my sand snowman, my beach snowman, and the hot chocolate. So Trader Joe's, if you're a fan, if you've got one nearby, definitely check it out. They've got these adorable little polar bears that are white and milk chocolate. And what you do is you heat up milk or an alternative like water, and you put the polar bear in it and it melts. And so you've got the milk chocolate, white chocolate, and then it's a hot chocolate bomb. So the cocoa powder and marshmallows come out. Say no more.
Well, with me, since we have both holidays in my house, we celebrate Hanukkah, and I make potato latkes, and I make the jelly donuts, and we have pernil and pasteles, since my husband's Puerto Rican, and we will be on a cruise during the holiday, but we are going to be in Puerto Rico. I'm not going to mention the cruise line because it's not Carnival, but we will be on for Christmas, and we're going to be seeing my husband's family in Puerto Rico on one of the days that we're there. So we're very excited about that. So with that going on, yes, it will. We haven't seen my family, his family, in about 3 years. So when we can, we love going and spending the day off a cruise ship. And I know the celebration does go to Puerto Rico. So that's a great place to visit on one of your itineraries. So I am going to share my screen with Miss Katy. Let's see here, participants, and I'm gonna go see here, and I am making a host, and you should have hosting duties, Miss Katy.
Let's see here. So I'm still not the host. I just need you to click on the 3 dots next to my name, and maybe it didn't go through. Let's try
Make host. Oh, I didn't hear yes. There we
Here we
go.
go.
There we go.
All right, we are in business. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
And we do have some people on Facebook
All
as
right.
well, so we're good.
So today we're really going to dive into talking about the Carnival celebration, which is our newest, most innovative ship that is sailing out of Miami. And so Carnival Celebration, she is the sister ship to Mardi Gras, which is our newest, largest, most innovative ship sailing out of Port Canaveral. So there's a lot of similarities. And then the third ship to the XL class ships is going to be the Carnival Jubilee, and she'll be sailing out of Galveston next November. So she'll actually be doing a transatlantic voyage from London, making her way to Galveston, and she'll be in Galveston next November. But the Carnival Celebration, she just started sailing out of Miami this November, and I had the chance to see this beautiful ship, and let me tell you, she is absolutely so gorgeous. And so we're really looking forward to kicking back with you on the new Carnival Celebration as we toast to the last 50 years. And so this year is Carnival's 50th birthday. And so we've really been celebrating all year round. And so we definitely want you to bring that unique Carnival spirit and know that this ship's bringing the fun. And just like her sister ship, the Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration has 6 zones. And so these themed areas really bring together an incredible experience, and all of the flavors, plus all of the fun that you have on Carnival Celebration is powered by clean LNG fuel. And so like her sister ship Mardi Gras, so Mardi Gras was actually the first ship based in North America to be fueled on LNG. So Carnival Celebration is the second. And so these ships are really a little bit longer than the length of 3 football fields, spanning 19 decks. And they're really truly like a floating hotel, right? You've got so much to do, and we'll talk about all of the fun to be had on the Carnival Celebration. And so this ship is going to be sailing, or is already sailing, out of PORTMIAMI. So we had a brand new terminal, Terminal F, built just for this ship to be sailing out of. So the terminal looks fantastic, and similar to her sister ship Mardi Gras, who had a brand new terminal, Terminal 3, built at Port Canaveral. And so similar to Mardi Gras, we're doing some comparisons here, where on Mardi Gras you've got Grand Central. You'll notice there's some different theme zones. So 3 of the theme zones are a little bit different on Carnival Celebration. And so again, the 6 theme zones, each area is uniquely inspired to create a different atmosphere than the next, and will allow our guests to create their own personalized vacation with dining, libation, entertainment, recreation, and relaxation options. And so what we've seen is folks will really find the zone that they like to hang out in, and they'll usually stay in that zone and you know, explore those zones the rest of the cruise. So usually they spend the beginning trying to figure out their zone, and then they hang out in their favorite zones. But Carnival, so the Celebration Central is designed to make an impression. And so that's good, because this is going to be your first one. And so when you step onto a ship, usually you're stepping into the ship's atrium. And so on Carnival Celebration's atrium, this is a 3-deck high floor to ceiling. It has floor to ceiling windows, and then it has these LED screens. It's 14-foot LED screens.
Wow.
And a ceiling of 1,400 color changing lights. So everything points to big fun happening in here. And so these LED screens come down and completely cover those windows for immersive shows. So even if you're just passing through the zone, you'll know that you'll definitely be back later. Definitely big fun happening here. And so the center stage is what you kind of see on the far left-hand side here, where the LED screens are covering with that stage area. And there's the playlist productions, they're shows, so they're not really plays, they're not exactly concerts. These are shows that are something else entirely. Every performance is built on amazing songs you and your clients know and love, presented like you've never seen before. And so you've still got the main show lounge, but now you've got this other lounge with completely different shows that are multi-talented performers, fill the stage with song, dance, superstar attitude, and then they sometimes leave the stage behind. And so you might see those aerial shows here, or definitely this is where you'd see those aerial shows. And then there's the Most Magnificent Circus. We Are the One, where they soar above the audience. Color My World is a show where they break into actual live graffiti painting right on stage. So there's a lot of really, really neat shows. Carnival Celebration plays host to a lineup of all new shows, plus fan favorites like Celestial Strings, which reimagines rock and pop favorites as a symphonic classical compositions. Amor Cubano with the rhythmic sounds of today's Latin hits. And so there's really a rotating selection of live entertainment. And then in this area, you've got the TROPICALE bar, which is a brand new bar to this ship and Carnival. And so while TROPICALE bar serves up great drinks with a nostalgia chaser, nodding to our first ship to sport the iconic red, white, and blue funnel. So TROPICALE was one of our previous ships, and this area is so gorgeous. My gosh. So those I don't know if you can really tell from the photos, but that whole background is tiles. It's absolutely just gorgeous. And then the AQUARIA bar features an ocean-themed glass mural pulled from Carnival Victory, which is now a 2-deck high decorative wall. It is something to see. It's absolutely gorgeous. And also the drinks are great here too. The Java Blue Cafe, this is a fan favorite from Cups of Comfort at Java Blue Cafe. And so you can get grab a glass of coffee, sit there in the Celebration Central area, which is also a great people watching spot, if I do say so myself. Then nearby, you've got in this zone, you've got great eats at BONSAI Sushi, one of my absolute favorites. Here's another image here of BONSAI Sushi. Close by is BONSAI Teppanyaki, right next door, actually. And then the Punchliner Comedy Club. So there's some very entertaining reasons to come back, like the Punchliner Comedy Club, Piano Bar 88, and more. And so Carnival Celebration has its own Punchliner Comedy Club in the Celebration Central Zone. And up on stage, you'll find, or our guests, our guests, will find some real pros who know how to wedge a little laughter into anyone's evening. And so you can count on those comedians not to hold back either. And so some of them will get up and say exactly what's on their mind. And we also schedule a family-friendly performance just because of that. The only red faces in the audience are from laughing a little too hard. Then the Grand Spectrum Lounge. This is our main show lounge. So we also have Family Feud, like Mardi Gras on this ship. It's a part of the entertainment lineup, and that show is hosted by the ship's cruise director, and it features the same format and signature set as a TV show. So 2 5-person teams battle it out in rounds, including Face Off and Fast Money by naming the most popular answers to survey questions for a chance to win a host of prizes. So lots of fun to be had in the main show lounge. Then we've got the casino, and of course Carnival has the friendliest casinos, meaning we take your money with a smile. This is a bustling place for those that like to gamble or have a little fun on board in the casino. Fahrenheit 555 is one of our fantastic specialty steakhouse restaurants. Fun tip, if you are eating in Fahrenheit 555 on the first or second night of the sailing, many times we run promotions where there's a complimentary bottle of wine. And so make sure you're asking the Fahrenheit 555 hostess when you are walking by. Also, the bar has absolutely fantastic drink menu. 820 Biscayne is another brand new theme zone. So on its sister ship, this is the Italian-inspired zone. On Carnival Celebration, this is really one where you can have a hometown, and for Carnival, that's unmistakably Miami. And so it's not hard at all to locate the inspiration for 820 Biscayne on Carnival Celebration. So if you're wondering about the nameplate, that's the address where it all got started. And so Carnival's original address is 820 Biscayne, but nobody has to wonder where all the fun, flavor, and good looks that our guests will find in this zone were sourced. After all, it's so authentically Miami. And so you can check out the Art Deco designs, neon splashes, great flavors. When you first walk in, there's actually some really great photo op opportunities. In the back, you see the very back of this photo, you can see that flamingo, but when you first walk in, there's a welcome to Miami sign that is a great photo op as well. But bar 820 has tropical cocktails, Cuban coffees, plus a deco deli, serving up a selection of classic sandwiches, Cuban favorites included. And then while Miami isn't quite known as a pizza town, we don't think our guests will mind that we're serving up the cheesy stuff at Miami Slice. So get ready to roll up your sleeves and dig in. Speaking of digging in, like any cosmopolitan center, dining quality and variety counts big, and that's why you'll find Cucina del Capitano. And so this is where you can enjoy courses of dishes, the antipasti, entrees, pasta, and desserts inspired by our Italian captains and officers' childhoods. It's all served familia style, because we know that sharing tales of your day's adventure is best with large plates and great company. And so, speaking of which, the walls are all adorned with old snapshots from the cruise family albums. You might even find the captain dining at his own table in the corner. So this is really a wonderful spot on board. Also, something different about Cucina del Capitano on Carnival Celebration, there's actually some booths, which I thought was a really nice new touch that isn't the same on some of our other ships that have Cucina del Capitano. It's also included in the price of your cruise. So it's something good to know. Now, RUDI'S SEAGRILL, this is a specialty dining option that was started with the Mardi Gras and is now also on Carnival Celebration. RUDI'S SEAGRILL is the brainchild of cookbook author and master chef Rudy Soderman. He has years of experience pleasing palates of vacationers, and this guy loves serving up a smile as much as Carnival does. And he's serious about seafood. I know you can see the fish on the wall here. So an evening at Rudy's, cruise it through courses with selections like seafood bisque, grilled bronzino, all served with elegant flair that pays proper tribute to the beauty of the ocean, from which has much fun and flavor. Now, Limelight Lounge is our dance club. You'll also find karaoke and some other fun events happening. Maybe you have a group coming on board. All of these lounges can be repurposed for group space as well. So make sure you are working with that rockstar travel advisor there. Winking at you, girlfriend, if you have a group, because if you want to take your friends and family on board, maybe you have your company, maybe your company does incentive groups, maybe they do seminars at sea. This could be a great opportunity to have fun and be with your company, be with your friends and family, maybe your church, maybe you have friends or know someone that belongs to a nonprofit organization. We do a lot of great nonprofit cruise groups as well. So lots of opportunities out there to grab your friends and family or colleagues and do a group cruise. The summer landing zone, similar to Mardi Gras, is the really summer all year round. You've got Guy's Picnicker Smokehouse Brewhouse in the very back of the ship, and the watering hole, which is the bar off to the side. And we'll do a deeper dive in here. Oh, this is a photo of the watering hole. And so deeper dive into Guy's Smokehouse Brewhouse. This is Guy Fieri. Our partnership started with the Guy's Burger Joint Burgers, which we'll talk about in a moment. But the smokes, the point at Guy's new joint, and so and the brews too. And so with choices like brisket, sausage, baby back ribs, salmon, dry rub chicken. Is anyone else getting? I know, so delicious. And so our pros wake up early to smoke the meat right there over hickory and apple wood, all before serving up these favorites. And let's not forget about the Parch Pig craft brews. There's a smoked porter, a farmhouse ale, a hoppy IPA, and a toasted amber brewed under the supervision of a pro brewmaster just feet from the dining table. And so say you wanted to do a brewery tour, we've got those on board as well. Heroes Military Tribute Lounge. This is a place really where we've got a place in our heart for the heroes, but this is a place where you can go to salute them. And so we're talking about the military folks you can count on to take a mission that matters and get it done. And so you'll find proof of our commitment to them on board at Heroes Tribute Bar and Lounge. It's an ongoing recognition of sacrifices made by armed services personnel and their families. And by the way, it's also a friendly place to grab a drink. And so everybody's welcome at this bar. So get together, raise a glass to the defenders of freedom. Now, the Gateway Zone, this is my absolute favorite zone on Carnival Celebration. And it's completely unique to the ship. When you're cruising on Carnival Celebration, there's just so much destination to be found even right on board. And so when we say a ship is a destination in it of itself, it truly is with the Gateway Zone, because on here the Gateway Zone is international flavor. It's not just an expression but a way of life. And so the decor, the design, the cuisine, even the entertainment is inspired by grand locations, landmarks around the world. There's a rotating selection of these vistas brilliantly displayed right on the innovative LED windows. That's right, LED windows and ceiling, plus theme nights that match. So this includes abroad in Europe, Far East voyage, Mexican Lindo, which each features food, drink, and entertainment to match. And then every moment is a special occasion thanks to onboard spots that are proud to import their flavor from all over. So speaking of, we've got the Latitudes Bar with its old school railroad station vibe. And so this classic railway, gosh, I can't talk tonight, y'all.
It's all right.
Railway inspired mechanical flat board. So it definitely is the first thing you'll notice about Latitude. So on the side, you'll notice changing quotes, and they'll do a show. Yes, a show. And so you'll notice the lights dimming, and then the board will start changing. So maybe it'll be a bunch of question marks, different things will start changing. And then they do a show hosting really it throughout the different LED screens. So it looks like you're really transported to a different destination. It is so neat. When I was on board, they even did a different time. So we went back to the dinosaur days. It was just really, really cool. So I highly recommend grabbing a drink or just hanging out in this area just to see that show when you go on board. But the drinks, they're specialty cocktails crafted to match the scenery as well. And so if you're wondering what the scenery is at Latitudes, no matter where we're sailing, the views come to you from any corner of the world. So really the drinks, you'll notice the whole drink menu is different destinations as well. It is just so neat and a departure from the ordinary. Then right very close to that bar, a little bit down the hallway, you've got the Golden Jubilee. And so this features a unique mix of great drinks, live music. And so imagine you're building an amazing ship that's packed with fun, innovative features, all set for the future. Thing is, you might still find yourself thinking about the past. So we're talking 50 years of good times, Carnival history, and this milestone has us thinking about how we got to this point from humble beginnings way back in 1992. And so that's why if you were us, you might decide to pay tribute to this history by creating a space like Golden Jubilee aboard the Carnival celebration. And so, like all of the bars we've built, this one's designed to help spread good vibes and an atmosphere that makes you want to raise a glass with your neighbor. And so in that glass, you've got a vintage cocktail. And so the whole Golden Jubilee menu, you've got some beverages going through the years of Carnival fun chips. Then you've got some really unique decor going on as well. Oh, in this bar too, you've got just as much entertainment. So right there, you've got a stage with close-up live performances going on, and then the decor is very classic, transporting you decades through time. So the aesthetic is made up from actual artifacts from Carnival ships of the past, mixed with design elements inspired by our earliest ships. And then in the promenade, you've got a strollable exhibit right there of models and dioramas from Carnival ships throughout the ages. And so this may remind you to think about the fun history you're creating throughout your vacation. How neat is that, right? And then EMERIL'S Bistro 1397. So on the sister ship, Mardi Gras, it's EMERIL'S Bistro 1396. So that's right, we've got a brand new EMERIL'S Bistro menu just for you. It's an a la carte menu, and then a whole different look as well. And so this is right here in that gateway zone. And so serving up those favorites like the barbecue shrimp, bam, you know what I'm talking about here with EMERIL'S. Oh, and then Carnival Kitchen. So everybody knows how delicious the dishes on board Carnival cruises are. You know, you're not going home hungry, that's for sure. And at Carnival Kitchen, we're getting our culinary pros to share some of their secrets with you. And so classes are small, seats are limited, but the flavor possibilities are endless with hands-on instruction in over a dozen culinary disciplines. And so you can sign up for those courses like you would if you're booking a shore excursion. And then this is an image of our festival dining room. And so if you've sailed on a Carnival cruise, you know that we're bringing to the table a full 3 courses meal, and this is included in the cost of your cruise. It's never stuffy, and you're just as likely to catch the waiters table dancing as you are to order dessert. So desserts included along with the rest of your meal in your fare, and you don't skip straight to the dessert because the main course is the main attraction. So you can drop in daily and enjoy a rotating menu of delectable favorites like steak, roasted duck, scallops, prime rib, and more. I know I'm making myself hungry too. I see the drool on your faces. So the Lido deck is another zone. If you cruised with us before, you know the Lido, but aboard Carnival celebration, this poolside zone features even more delicious, fun ways to spend a day. So everybody looks to the Lido for variety and a ton of casual dining spots that our guests will discover. There's new experience among the flavors that keep our guests coming back. You can take in a dive-in movie at the pool, and you're also not far from Carnival favorites like Guy's Burger Joint by Guy Fieri, our New England inspired seafood shack, and Blue Iguana Tacos, our Blue Iguana Cantina taco spot. And then for folks hoping we haven't forgotten, yes, the Lido is absolutely home to fan favorite swirls, our free soft serve spot, cranking out the cool. So Red Frog Tiki Hut, this is our second ship to have the 2-deck Red Frog Tiki bar. It'll transport you to the South Pacific paradise, no matter where your sailing journey takes you. The 2-level Red Frog Tiki bar is ready to serve you up some rum-based cocktails, or really, those rum-based cocktails are really good, but that menu really has that South Pacific vibe. And then also You'll feel like you're in the islands with the tiki heads and floral patterns and vibrant colors right there. The Lido Marketplace is another fan favorite with casual dining. And there's really a mixture of everything, from barbecue to a deli counter, salad bar, an Asian stand pasta bar, and so much more. Open breakfast, lunch, dinner. Then Guy's Burger Joint. This, I'm telling you, best burgers at sea. We have won awards for these burgers.
I've eaten them. They are delicious. So one of the best. Oh my God, they are so good.
So I'm sure you're all familiar with author / restaurateur and Food Network personality Guy Fieri. He brings the authentic appeal of a roadside burger shack to Guy's Burger Joint. And so we already mentioned Guy Fieri with the Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse, but the cool poolside spot for hot burgers and hand-cut fries is Guy's Burger Joint. And so there is a toppings bar as well close by to make it your own. A Blue Iguana Cantina, ooh, best Mexican. Also another poolside complimentary dining spot with freshly made tacos, burritos, best breakfast burritos at sea, or in general. I'm gonna say in general, those are the best breakfast burritos. Even that compared to what you could find on land. Oh my goodness, favorite place to go in the morning, that is mine. And so we throw our homemade tortillas and salsa into the mix, and you have this delicious casual dining experience. Big Chicken, this is our third ship to have our CFO, Chief Fun Officer, Shaquille O'Neal himself, his restaurant at sea. This is another complimentary option. And oh my goodness, those chicken sandwiches, crispy chicken strips, or juicy fried chicken baskets are so delicious. If you like spicy, Uncle Jerome is the chicken sandwich for you. There's side dishes like potato salad, jalapeno slaw. There's early in the morning buzzer beaters and morning chicken sandwiches on biscuits. So chicken biscuits, there's a 3 cheese omelet, and so much more. So, and breakfast is served until 3. Then Street Eats is another complimentary option that's poolside. And so some of the world's favorite flavors aren't found in restaurants, but on the street in trucks, stalls, and carts where flavor, convenience, and quality matter. And so, we have this really cool concept where it changes daily, and it's an ever-changing open air stations. So it has the first Steam Dream, specializes in the steamiest stuff on this side of the spa, featuring favorites like bao buns, pot stickers. There's Mad Sizzle, which puts the skill and skillet with likes of kebabs and satay. And we're definitely not about to forget Time Fries, which serves up every cruiser's dream with fries loaded up with culinary creations like our cheesesteak fries and more. So definitely a place to hit up on board. And then the Ultimate Playground. So this zone, it truly is ultimate. And don't let the name fool you. This zone is for ages everybody and up. Kids are going to love this. And for adults, the playground has a grown-up with them as well. You know, kids at heart can enjoy this zone. And so yay for play. So the Ultimate Playground starts with Bolt, the first roller coaster at sea. It's an all-electric thrill ride that puts the power of speed in your hands, but that's only the beginning. This playground has the largest carnival waterworks ever, with 3 huge spiraling slides plus Sports Square. The Sports Square has a suspended ropes course with a little zip line on it as well. There's within the sports course, there's mini golf course, there's a full basketball course, there's rope, there's even more. Gosh, just about everything and anything you can think of is here. So this is another image of Bolt here. And so our guests can strap in and zoom their motorcycle style speed machine around. It goes up to speeds of 40 miles per hour. It's an open air, course high above sea level. And then forget other coasters, because this all electric thrill ride puts you in the driver's seat. And so the driver actually gets to control the speed. And so you can hit the gas and try for the fastest time, or you can go and go for the biggest thrill. And plus there's some amazing 360 ocean views. For those that want to just chill, who want to go light on the pedal, you can definitely do so and explore the beautiful views. And so it's really a coaster for everyone. And so I also wanted to talk about the stateroom options, because one size really does not fit all. There's something for everyone. So maybe you want to stay in the interior stateroom, and you'll notice in this photo there is the USB plugs and a little light right next to the bed, which is one of my favorite features in these staterooms on board the Carnival celebration. Ocean view staterooms for a picture view window, so you can see where you're going and where you're headed. And then for a more spacious option, you've got the balcony stateroom, which has the door that you can go out and onto your balcony, enjoy your morning coffee, look out to the horizon, and not only can you see where you're going, but you can feel the ocean breeze. You can, once you get to the ports of call, you can hear that fun music, the steel drum going. And so really, once you sail on a balcony, you'll notice you won't want to sail in anything else, because it is so spectacular. And then speaking of spectacular, we've also got some exclusive stateroom accommodation, like the Cloud9 staterooms. And so as part of our Cloud9 spa, located on at the very front of decks 5 and 6 on Carnival Celebration, there's actually 115 staterooms and 6 suites that guests have access to the spa and are eligible for exclusive spa packages and discounts. And so these staterooms and suites have additional in-room spa-related amenities and decor different than other accommodations, in harmony with the soothing and relaxing theme of the Cloud9 spa. And so our guests can escape to a world designed from the ground up for relaxation. Cloud9 spa staff are masters, or maybe more so artists, trained in the craft of simply helping you chill. And so what's their secret? Massages, facials, body wraps, thermal suites, and more. I know it's speaking my language too. Plus on Carnival Celebration, there's the amazing thalassotherapy pool. And these are really the tool of the trade, and the trade is ultimate relaxation. The Family Harbor accommodations, this is located within a dedicated family zone on deck 4. And so on deck 4, that's also where you'll find our Camp Ocean, which we'll talk about in a moment here. But the Family Harbor accommodations offer an array of staterooms and a nautical flag motif that accommodate up to 5 family members. So parents and kids will have even more room to relax at the exclusive Family Harbor Lounge. And so the Family Harbor Lounge, there's exclusive access from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. using your sail and sign card to enter for those that are staying in the Family Harbor accommodation. Kids ages 11 years of age and under dine for free off the kids menu in the specialty dining restaurants. And then also there's one free night of Night Owls evening babysitting for children 11 years of age and under. Camp Ocean is on the same deck as I just mentioned here, deck 4. And so the Carnival youth programs are open for children and teens ages 6 months to 17 years, and all youth must be registered to participate, and registration would be completed pre-cruise. And so drop-off times for children 2 and under can be viewed in our Carnival Hub app, which you'd download free of charge prior to your sailing. Camp Ocean is our fleet-wide children's program for ages 2 to 11, and it's broken out into 3 kids groups. So penguins for ages 2 to 5, stingrays for 6 to 8, And then we've got the sharks for ages 9 to 11. And then something else that is brand new to the Carnival celebration is space cruisers. So for ages 2 to 11, there's a new vacation experience at Camp Ocean with a wonder of space exploration. And so space cruisers was just debuted on Carnival Celebration and was developed in partnership with the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. So budding astronomy fans can enjoy NASA-inspired activities to help them blast off to a love of the cosmos. So some really neat new activities for those youngins as well. Circle C is designed, it's a designated program and lounge for young teens ages 12 to 14. And there's video gaming and themed activities and so much more in this area. They have dance parties. Club 02 is a designated program offered for teens age 15 to 17, and they have their own lounge as well with dance parties and activities and video gaming and karaoke, movies, foosball, and more. And then the Havana accommodation. So I know there's so many categories. So you definitely want to be reaching out to your travel advisor so they can help find the perfect fit for you. But there are a total of 98 of these really wonderful tropic inspired Havana accommodations. There's the Havana cabanas, like in this photo, which feature the outdoor patio cabanas facing the expanded ocean air deck and offering magnificent sea views. Children must be 12 years of age or older in order to cruise the Havana accommodations. And this experience includes a designated area where guests can relax and recharge in a more intimate and private seating, and the age requirement will enable us to sustain the desired atmosphere. And so you've got the Havana bar, which is a spot that's close by with the Latin music and Cuban Cafe Cubana with Cuban coffee, handcrafted Cuban cocktails like daiquiris, mojitos, and more. It's a happening spot in the evening. And then the Havana pool is a part of the exclusive area for those Havana accommodations. And so they get this exclusive pool area that they can enjoy while sipping on a refreshing mojito. The Excel Suites is the last stateroom accommodation I want to talk about here. It's 32 suites broken out into 4 categories. And so, for example, you've got the Excel App Suite, which is, and there is a whole list of additional amenities included, like a dedicated concierge phone line, soda package is included. So the Excel App Suite is absolutely spacious and gorgeous with the separated living room and bedroom. And then you've got the Excel Presidential Suite as well. There's 2 of these on board on deck 17, and these are extremely spacious. And so these 2 actually have wraparound balconies and include a hot tub on the balcony. And the Excel Presidential Suite actually has an outdoor little shower area as well, which is super romantic for those couples, or even great for those multi-generational families. Maybe you want to sail with your grandkids, or maybe you want to sail with the whole family, and the grandparents might want to stay in the Excel Presidential Suite and invite the whole family to come hang out, but you still have your own suite to enjoy. And then those staying in the Excel accommodations also get exclusive access to Loft 19 and priority reservations to those cabanas. And so it's a retreat style experience right there on your cruise. And so the cabanas can be rented out, and there's fresh fruit, chilled towels, lunch delivery, and attentive concierge service in these cabanas. Anyone sailing on board Carnival Celebration can rent out these cabanas once on board based on availability. And then there's also an infinity pool. And right below that Loft 19 infinity pool is the adult only Serenity area. And so this is for guests 21 years and up. There's a ton of fantastic plush lounge areas that are either in the shade or out of the shade to soak up the sun. And it's definitely an area meant for relaxation. And there is a pool nearby and salad creations nearby, saying if you wanted to eat a little bit healthy, those salads are absolutely delicious. And so we've got lots of great itineraries, mainly 7-day Eastern and Western alternating itineraries. And there are a few 8-day exotic Caribbean itineraries as well. And so did want to mention really briefly, I mentioned it at the very beginning, but I want to say it again, that Carnival recommends booking with a travel advisor because they're educated, they have that personal experience, they can give you the insider tips and advice like we talked about with the Fahrenheit 555. And if you eat there on the first night, you can get that complimentary bottle of wine. They have the firsthand knowledge of the best deals available. They save you time. And so travel advisors, they're the experts. They have all of the information at their fingertips, and you pay the same regardless. So if you're booking direct versus if you're booking with the travel advisor, you're paying the same. So let your travel advisor do the work, maybe get some perks, and know that your travel advisor is there for you. And so I did want to mention too, some of the really great promotions that just launched today. They end on Saturday the 12th. The 12th is a Saturday. And so the first one here is the Triple the Perks Unwrap Fun Early Saver Sale. And so we're running a 50% reduced deposit sale. There's up to $50 onboard credit per stateroom, plus a 2-category upgrade on sailings through April 2025. So this really is triple the perks. And then the other sale that we're running is for a little bit closer in sailings. And so it's Unwrapped Fun Triple Play Great Rate Sale. And so it's great rates plus the 2-category upgrade, plus up to $50 onboard credit per stateroom on select sailings through March of 2023. And so again, it's a little bit closer in. And so these are some great sales. Make sure that you are reaching out to, let me get out of here. Let me stop my screen. Oh, you know what? I don't know what just happened here. Okay, here we go. So make sure you're reaching out to Cheryl to get those best deals, to make sure that you're being put in the right cabin category that's for you, because as you saw, that was just a few of the cabin categories that we have. We actually have 20 cabin categories on Carnival Celebration. And again, she's one of 3 XL class ships. So there's a lot of fun to be had. So we're really excited to see you on board, and we can't wait to, I know Cheryl can't wait to hear from you, and we can't wait to get you booked on your next Carnival cruise vacation.
Exactly. And Katie, thank you so much. I want to remind you all that I am doing the Southern Caribbean sailing on September 9th through the 17th of 2023. You can use one of those great discounts that Carnival is having to book your cruise. Don't wait too long on that. And if you book early enough, we can do payment plans. We have financing options. And if you're not interested or cannot do that Southern Caribbean cruise, you can do this on all itineraries with Carnival, including the new Carnival Venezia.
Yes. So I know we've got some really fun new ships coming out. Carnival Venezia is going to be sailing from New York starting next spring.
That's right. And she's the first Carnival cruise line to sail year-round out of New York. So being a former New Yorker, awesome.
And this ship came from Costa. So this is our Vista class, one of our Vista class ships. And this was really our class right below that they came out right before the XL class ship. So these are some really large, innovative ships that have all the bells and whistles. But what's neat is these ships were Costa ships that are now Carnival ships, but they're keeping that Costa Italian design. So choose fun Italian style. And the Carnival Venezia is absolutely gorgeous. There's even a gondola on one of these ships. I mean, I can't wait for you guys to see these ships.
Katie, while you're here, I know we have people out in the Orlando area that I'm trying to get on the Mardi Gras. The question is, do we have any Southern Caribbean sailings on the Mardi Gras for either 2023 or 2024?
There is. I know there's a handful of them. There's only a few of the 8-day Southern Caribbean itineraries. And so make sure you're reaching out to Cheryl. Let me see if I can pull it up really quickly because I know I was
And
looking.
especially if you're wheelchair accessible, you must book early. I know I was looking for somebody for May or June and on a smaller ship, and due to the Black Friday offers and so much more, I had to push them all the way to August because we couldn't find anything sooner. Remember, all, not just Carnival, but all cruise lines have less than 2% of their staterooms are wheelchair accessible. So if you're looking for that, remember, I do specialize in special needs, all special needs, not just mobility disability. But if you're looking to do that, I suggest you put your deposit down early. If you need a scooter or wheelchair rented, I could do that for you as well. Oxygen, special beds, whatever you need, let me know. I can get it done for you. And we need to do that early. At least I know with most cruise lines, you need to be at least not between 30 to 90 days out to let the special needs department know that you have a disability so we can add you to the itinerary. Getting
Definitely.
closer
And
to
also,
that. Go ahead.
And also those cabins tend to sell very quickly. So
Yes.
the earlier, the better. So we want to make sure you're getting those deposits down to lock in those ADA compliant accommodations. And then just to go back to those 8-day itineraries on Mardi Gras, there's 2 itineraries that are doing the exotic Southern Caribbean. And so there's one June. It's an 8-day doing Aruba, Curacao, and Grand Turk, which is one of our amazing private islands in Turks and Caicos. And then there's an 8-day exotic Southern Caribbean doing Aruba, Bonaire, and Grand Turk in August. And then there's 3 more 8-day exotic Eastern Caribbean. And so doing Grand Turk, Amber Cove, San Juan, and St. Thomas. One in May and one in September. And then there's one doing Grand Turk, Amber Cove, San Juan, and St. Martin, and that's July of 2023. So if you're interested in those, based upon availability, definitely make sure you're reaching out to Cheryl because those are unique sailings and they are going to sell quickly.
Exactly, especially those Southern Caribbean ones.
Oh yeah.
They're very limited, and so those are great islands to visit. And I definitely I'm already booked on the September 9th one. So come along with me and Nelson, you know you're gonna have a great time.
And that's the truth. I've sailed with them. They are so much fun.
Thank you. So does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself, ask a question that maybe we didn't answer for you. Regina, I know you're also an agent with outside agents. Do you have any questions for Katy that we didn't address?
And you could always write your question in the chat box as well. I know,
have a
Regina,
question.
and since you're an agent too, you can always take it offline with me too.
Go ahead, Angie.
Does Carnival do solo cruises, and how do they work?
So all of our cabins are based on double occupancy. If you are sailing as a single, you certainly can. You would end up paying the double occupancy pricing. So that's really the way we do it. I don't know with Cheryl's group if she has other single travelers that I know sometimes we'll see our travel partners like Cheryl that have more than one single traveler that might want to room together. So it really just depends on your comfort level and how you want to do that. And if that's something that Cheryl offers or has somebody else that, might be interested in the group that might want to, that she might be able to help you with.
I have done that before in some cases. Yes, I have done that.
I'm thinking, I was referring to, they actually have what they call solo cruises.
We don't have, all of our staterooms are based on double occupancy.
Okay,
But
thank you.
I know what you mean. I do work with single travel group. And they do cruises, but they don't usually work with Carnival, but I can always check that out. And
Gotcha.
it may not be the newer ships, it might be the older ones, so I have to
Mhm.
look.
Well, I just was asking if Carnival had one. No biggie. I can, we can talk about it later.
Okay, all right. And Milton already, go ahead.
Katie, it's Regina. I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all letting me pop in and observe, and I enjoyed your presentation very much. And Katie, you will be hearing from me. Carnival is one of my favorite personal cruise lines.
Yay,
I
love
just
that.
made
Thank you.
platinum. My mind went blank, and I've got a cruise coming up that I wanted to talk to you about.
Well, I know you're a travel advisor, and I know you have my contact information. Shoot me an email. Let's chat about it.
We will.
Okay, and also I promised to give away 2 Visa gift cards. And since Regina is an agent, I'm sorry you don't qualify for that. But I'm going to give one to Milton and one to Angie. Look in your emails for a $25 Visa gift cards to use for the holiday. And thank you for attending our event tonight. And it is being recorded. It will be on YouTube. So if you're listening to this and you want to take advantage of those great offers, please reach out to me. And if I can't answer the question, I'll definitely be reaching out to Katy Friedman, who is one of the best salespeople I have in the industry. So have a happy holiday. Wish your mom a happy holiday too, and give Kristen a hug when you see her for me.
Will do. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you on board.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheryl, thank you so kindly. That was so generous. Thank you. Merry Christmas.